There were definitely parts of that game and maybe even through 3 quarters where that looked like the team you've been describing that you want to see, especially offense. Then it unravels in the fourth. So how do you balance, how do you weigh those two parts of the game?
Yeah, I think we got to continue to emphasize the positives from it and improve on the negatives in that fourth, and we got to do a better job of stopping the bleeding when it's going. And I used most of our timeouts early in the game, and so it kind of affected that down the stretch. We only had one left late, but I think we did about as good a job as you can do defensively in that first half and for parts of that third quarter, and executing our defensive game plan. Um, but we got to continue to put together a full 40-minute game.
What did you like about the starting lineup?
I thought it had good moments and some not good moments late. I think that Ariel gave us what she could on the ball, and she didn't turn it over tonight. I think that we asked her to step in and fill a position that she hasn't had a whole lot of familiarity in, but wanted to give another look, and again still find that consistency with that starting group. But I thought the effort was there for the majority of the game, and I think that they just wore us down a little bit come that fourth quarter, and obviously Ryan caught a heater, and it was tough to stop that. But I think for the most part, again, we did a good job executing the defensive game plan tonight. We had some moments offensively that we liked, and then some others where we struggled to finish a little bit and to knock down some shots. But some good things to take away and build on, and some others that we can continue to improve on.
What clued you to the idea of putting that kid to the point? You said there was something like, what was it that you had seen that you thought this would work?
Yeah, I think when she was off the ball, we were trying to find ways to get her open looks, and so we just wanted to give her a chance to have the ball in her hands more and see if she can create a little bit on ball screens and things of that nature with the balls in her hands. It doesn't have to be relying on someone else to get it to her. So, but that was kind of our thought process going into it.
You talked earlier about, sticking to your system and adjusting. I mean, there looked like there were parts of this that are proof of concept.
Mhm.
Is there some things you saw today that tell you, wow, this result is not at all what we want, like this is on track. There is progress being made.
Yeah, I think you always have to have a bigger picture as a coach, and so you're able to kind of see the little nuances and things and areas of improvement that exist, even when it doesn't necessarily always show in the box score. And so we got to be able to take that and highlight those and show those to our show those clips to our team and keep them positive and keep them motivated, and seeing that there are areas that we're growing at, and we got to continue to stick with it.
Ariel seemed like she really kind of ups the tempo too. Like it looked more aggressive.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what we need from her. That's what we need from her. We need her to be aggressive, attacking the paint, collapsing the defense, and making those reads. We need her aggressive, shooting the ball and getting to the rim and taking open shots. And so, so that's what we're looking for.
She took a beating. Like
she did. It was a physical.
How was she at the end of the game?
Yeah, I think she'll be fine. It was a physical game. She's tough. She'll be all right.
Any more person?
Do you think having Ariel at the point kind of like forces her to be aggressive?
Yeah, I think so, and I think it's finding that balance on how to be when to be a facilitator and organizer, and then when to be aggressive, find her own shot. For someone who's as talented of a scorer as she is, it's just finding that balance. So we'll continue to help her out with that, and her teammates have been great, and so she's I think she's on the right course.
With Ryan, like, was it just that she got hot? Because in the first half, you guys shut her down.
Yeah.
Did something change, or she just got hot?
Well, I think a little of both, but I think that mostly, I mean, it's one of the top guards in this league, and so it's tough to stop when she's got it going like that. I thought we did a really good job on it in the first half, and I knew if she were to see one or two go in, then you had to adjust, and she can make you pay on those defensive mistakes. And so hats off to her, and she was able to knock them down when they needed to, and give them some life back to get them back in the game. And so yeah, we'll get better.
We've got time for a couple on Zoom. We'll go Kelly and then Jim. Please unmute. One apiece, please.
Coach Marsh, PLW switch. What areas what are you happy with in terms of growth, and where you like to see y'all continue to grow at?
Yeah, I thought we did it, again, as good a job as you can do executing what our defensive game plan was going into the game. And we went into the half feeling pretty good, but wanted to continue to carry it into the second half. We knew that the way that they shot the ball in the first half wasn't indicative of what kind of shooting team they are and have been this season. And so we wanted to continue to make it tough in the second half, and we were able to do that in spurts. But then again, Ryan kind of kept them back in the game. And so for us, it's just about putting together a consistent ball game for 40 minutes. And so I thought we did for about 30 minutes tonight. So that's what we'll build off of and continue to improve.
Jim, please unmute.
Hi, Coach. When Ryan was getting hot there, particularly in the fourth sort of quarter, how could you maybe look back and maybe stalled her progress, stalled her a bit better?
Yeah, I think some of it was just we were losing her. We were losing vision of her, and then we made a switch into trapping her off of ball screens or attempting to. And so but with that kind of player, you gotta continue to find her. You gotta continue to have vision with her, whether she has the ball or whether she's off the ball, because if she gets a little bit of space, that's all she needs to get a shot up. And so it's hard to stop tough players like that when they got it going. And so we got to continue to learn from that.
Any more person? Awesome. Thank you.